Hey guys, it's Emily with Evolve, and we're here today talking about balance again. And the reason I keep talking about this topic is because it's so applicable, not only to my life, but also to the life of my clients, and I think we all are working to try and be as effective as we can possibly be, all the while trying to find that peace that we all need to be and or feel sane. And so today we're going to talk about my yard, how my yard isn't perfectly manicured, and neither am I. I don't believe that a perfectly manicured lawn creates balance, and my yard is actually far from being perfectly manicured. In fact, it might be the one on the block that needs the most amount of help. However, there are just some things that I have to prioritize, and having a competition with my neighbors about my yard is far from the top of my agenda. In fact, they even poke a little fun at me when we are at barbecues or at different events with each other about my yard and how it might be a little overgrown, or one of them has even come over to spray the dandelions so that they don't spread to the other yards. And I find fun in that. It's something that I really had to work on, not necessarily the yard, because this post isn't really about my yard, but at the same time, I think it's symbolic for a lot of things in my life that could easily give me a complex and create unneeded stress and discord. For example, if I worried about what they thought of me as a person because my yard isn't looking the best, I would drive myself crazy trying to keep up that front. And in all reality, if my lawn was perfect, they might not like me because of my personality or my parenting style or a million other reasons that we don't need to go into. The bottom line is that I've had to work hard to adopt the mindset that allows me to be comfortable when things are not perfect, knowing that it is the imperfection that often allows me to be and feel sane and balanced. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not bagging on them or anyone else whose lawn is perfectly manicured. If that is something that's important to you or them, by all means, I think that it's something you should and could continue to keep doing. However, I personally have different priorities. I mow when the yard is getting a little long, and not every week, not on the same day, and not in the same pattern. However, I see that happening around me and in different ways. And again, the lawn is symbolic for other things. If the lawn gets a little longer than I like, I don't stress out about it. I'll get to it when I get to it. And a few weeks ago, we talked about, my analogy being hit by the bus and how to use that as a way to prioritize things. And I think that, if I was hit by a bus, I could care less what my lawn looks like when they spread my ashes around. So, that's one of those things that, and there are some people who probably feel differently about that. They want to go out knowing that their lawn looked exactly the way that they, wanted it to look. My priorities are different than that. And so this is an example for you to kind of examine where your priorities are and what that looks like. So the things that are important to me that I do prioritize is, how my children, parents, my sister, my family, my friends, and my clients feel about me, and how I conducted myself with them in the last day, week, month, and year. I rest well at night knowing that I've done everything I could do that day to ensure as little regret as possible when it comes to the things that matter to me. Now, my lawn doesn't happen to be one of those things. It won't be out of control, and it won't be brown and dying, but it will probably never be the best looking yard on the block. And I think the same goes for me as a person. I dress how I dress, I speak how I speak, I act how I act, and I'm far from perfect. Not everyone is going to like me or think that I look manicured. I take care of myself emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And is there more work to do to keep improving? Hell yes, there is. I have adopted a philosophy. Whoever I'm dealing with will like me for who I am, the way I am, or they won't. I didn't always have this philosophy, though, and it took loads of personal, internal work and self-inventory to recognize what I was doing for me and when I was doing it for the look or for other people. Now, have I gotten rid of all of that? Hell no. But do I work on it? Hell yes. And is there always another layer to work on? Absolutely. Now, I just talked to a client last week who finds peace and comfort in mowing her lawn. Again, let me be clear. I'm not suggesting anyone stop mowing or that it's wrong to have a beautiful yard. What I am saying is that if creating balance in your life today means leaving the dishes in the sink until tomorrow, or the laundry on the floor till the next day, or the day after that, that is exactly what you could consider doing more regularly. Killing ourselves doing anything we think we should for someone else that really doesn't have any immediate or negative consequences might cause us to be more stressed out than we need. And if we can, by leaving those things where they are, will help us gain some relief and take a moment to breathe. This is something I think we don't do enough of. Now, if you have ways that you do or don't do certain things to help you stay balanced and kind of in check, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any of my other social networks. Until next week, cheers to the next evolution in creating balance in life.